Hey everybody, it's episode 2 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Almost forgot the name of the show. This week we're going to call out a reactor called Andon. He popped around to my 7-1 reaction video. He was like, hey! So, hello. Go watch his reaction to episode 2. I don't know if it'll be up yet. If not, I'll just put the reaction to episode 1 from his channel. What happened in the first episode? Well, in the first episode, we were back in time. 1931, I think. And we're there to stop the evil Chronicom's plan. And we thought they were going to go after FDR. You know, that would cut the chain to stop S.H.I.E.L.D. being formed, like at its early stages. But it turns out in a twist of fate that what we actually have to do is save this kid, Freddy Malik, whose family line is heavily involved in the creation of Hydra, which will then need S.H.I.E.L.D. to balance it out. So save Hydra to save S.H.I.E.L.D. Save the cheerleader, save the world. The cheerleader in this case is Freddy. So that's where we are with that. May was in a coma for most of the episode, but at the end she broke out and now she's hanging from the ceiling in a very menacing, threatening pose, like she's about to attack. So we'll see if her memory is okay, if her mind is okay, if she'll snap out of it quickly, or if she'll go in and she'll kill them all, and then the show will be over in episode 2, and everybody will be surprised. They'll be like, what happened there? Yo-Yo got arms. Real ones that can touch and feel. Good. Fitz is missing. And deliberately so. And Gemma is kind of being mysterious about how long it's been since she last saw the gang. And she would only be mysterious if it was a significantly long time. I feel like a few months, even a few years, isn't enough for that particular thing to be a mystery. But she still looks the same age, so what's going on there? So I think it's 100 years. Just I don't know, 100 years. Probably completely wrong about that, and it just should be like, it was 3 months, the longest 3 months of my life. But that's my guess. And yeah, he grew old in that time, and now he's in a jar. He's in an AI. He's just completely. He'll appear as like an AI head in a holographic projection. So, what other bad predictions will I have? Well, Deke in the last episode set out the rules for this, what time travel rules we're going to be following this season. It's the stream with sticks rules. Few sticks in the stream doesn't change the course of the stream. A lot of sticks causes a dam, makes the stream go somewhere else. So it's okay. It's not going to be a butterfly effect. We're not going to step on something and cause the extinction of the human race. Only major changes are going to majorly impact the timeline. So let's get to episode 3. The first episode had a lot of Coulson stuff as well. The team coming to terms with the new situation of his LMD-ness. Daisy has taken to him extremely well. Mac is more guarded, using him as purely an asset, with a conversation planned for the future when they get out of this mess. And there's Koenig's.
There are critical launch windows leading to specific points in time and space.
Right. So we'll hop from place to place, hoping to put right what's went wrong. Yeah, we're picking up straight after.
This boat won't go any faster.
Like it's part 2 of a 2-parter.
Where do we go now?
The docks.
Deliver the goods.
To deliver the liquid?
This is Deke. What's that?
Telephone.
Top secret telephone.
It's an inventor.
Not a very good one, is he? It's gotta be plugged into something.
I'm sorry. Well, thanks for the advice. I didn't realize I was talking to a freaking genius.
His accent. It's hilarious.
This is the delivery or boot.
The future's gonna be mine.
Okay. He's just hidden it in there. He didn't pour it in, so it's not mixing with the booze. I love this title.
Swordfish. Now let us in. We came as fast as we could. We had to change.
We found out why Freddy's the target. Last name Malik.
Malik? Where is he?
With Mac and Deke. But what are the consequences? We don't know.
If we take out Malik, something even worse could rise up in his place.
But then we'll just deal with it when we get back, right?
To a future we won't recognize. Okay.
It'll be all Back to the Future.
Killing Malik was a...
They may be out of range.
Perhaps I can find a way to boost the signal on the radio transmitter.
See what you can do.
You should plug it in, maybe.
We may need to deal with.
He's looking at
Agent May is awake.
You need to sedate her and put her back in the healing pod.
She's training.
I know you.
He's not going to be able to stick that in her.
I am Enoch. Dr. Simmons has prescribed a sedative that...
But doesn't work on him.
Ouch.
Where's everyone?
They are on a mission.
Why am I still here?
Remember.
Because you're
World?
acting weird.
Killed Isaac.
Dr. Simmons was able to save you using technology she had a considerable amount of time to develop.
How much time?
A considerable
See,
amount.
they're not saying it. So it's longer than we think. My guess is 100 years.
How far?
What are your guesses?
You're in the year 1931.
I'm hungry.
She's not acting like May. She has memories. She can access her memories, but she's not acting. There's something off about her.
Who's the buyer, father? What's he look like?
No idea.
He's got tentacles.
Wait.
He looks like Grant Ward. You ever meet him?
This is where we go our separate ways, fellas.
We have to protect you,
my
so
ride.
we're gonna stick around, follow you
I
maybe.
appreciate you saving my life.
When will they realize that it's Hydra?
Let's go.
Howdy, fellas. What can I do for you?
Do you want a drink?
You boys, like a drink? That's just my office. I wouldn't go in there.
Ooh, he's gonna force his way. Yeah, just a normal office.
I hope you find him. Always looking
They're
for
in the
an easy way out.
walls.
Would you gentlemen care to join?
Oh, she's gonna be like, where am I? Whisper to her. Tell her what's up.
I'll put some fuzz on your peaches.
We do not have peaches. Oh, yo, you got it. I know you've got new hands and everything, but you got this. She doesn't got it.
They found the getaway car.
Thank you for your service, gentlemen.
That could have gone smoother.
Why is he so important?
He's just a kid. Whole life ahead of him.
What's wrong with her shoes, Gemma?
I need a knife. Germany 6 times in the last year.
What is it, Gemma?
Let's hope it's not what I fear.
They should have found a way to contact us by now, unless Malik did something to them.
Solve.
May's like, I'm going to go and kill this Malik.
You really invented this?
Just say yes.
Yeah.
You must be real smart.
We could use a guy like you in the new thing that I don't know about yet, Hydra.
I mean, what's the harm in giving people what they want, right?
No harm at all. That's how I feel.
Deke is growing a bond with Freddy, you know,
don't always want
in the
to
last
do
few
this.
episodes, just
I got dreams.
they have things in common, you know?
You could have stopped that bottle from hitting the ground.
Yeah, what's with her? Is her powers working
You
okay?
were staring straight at it. I froze.
Because of the Shrike stuff?
Maybe that thing inside me, the Shrike, maybe messed me up.
I know what it is. Freddie Malik is about to deliver the key ingredient used to create the super soldier serum.
Okay. Be careful which bottle you open, Deke.
alcohol.
Easy, Zima.
Or exactly.
No, he's asleep. Freddy's asleep.
They're in trouble.
Nope.
Going somewhere.
She suited up.
I need to be in the field.
You are in no condition to leave. May,
She's still acting
if I
weird.
may.
I'm not feeling anything.
She's like a robot. Run, Enoch. She's gonna do something.
We can't stop it.
Yes, we can.
I mean, we shouldn't.
With all due respect, it's not your call to make. Mac is the director, and he doesn't have all the information.
I forgot he was an LMD.
Where's Freddy gonna end up?
On the right side of history.
I think we just want to find our friends.
Well, then you can go to hell.
I know where that is. I've been there.
Hell?
I'm sure you have.
Hell's Harbor, where the double crossers go to double cross the double crossers. I'm not telling you anything unless you take me along. Freddy's my responsibility too. I want answers.
Maybe this is how Koenig gets, his descendants get clearance.
I cannot let you leave this ship.
Can you stop her, Enoch? I don't think so. Don't hurt Enoch. Ooh, Enoch versus May. Let's do it. This is very the music. Neo versus Smith.
A machine is still just a machine.
No need to make this personal.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, he's sparking,
May!
Ooh.
Stand down.
She's gonna fritz out seeing him.
You're not Sarge.
No, I'm not.
She's still acting weird.
You're not Coulson either.
Aren't you at all surprised? I mean,
It's like she doesn't feel anything.
I was dead.
You still are.
Put her back in the machine. Yeah.
Trust this will be our little secret. Not that many.
He's gonna freak out when he sees this.
And excuse me if I'm not impressed.
We're gonna have to see about your lanyard, but
This real-life rocket ship, is that...
he's taking it well, actually. He's taking
It's
it.
one of those, a robot. is that a robot?
I am not a robot.
A telephone, you don't gotta plug in a
Yeah.
plane that flies itself.
Robot.
And then where are you from?
We're from right here, just not right now. We protect the world from evil threats.
Well, I gotta admit, I underestimated you Canadians, but what does this have to do with Freddy?
He's gonna be one of those threats.
No, that ain't Freddy. You can't blame someone for something they ain't done yet.
That's an interesting moral quandary. Why do we have a countdown?
The time window is closing.
What does that
Oh,
mean?
we have to go
It means in
go somewhere
17
else.
minutes the Zephyr will leave this time period with or without us. Which window
like
will
sliders.
open, it could be there.
Let's just hope nobody's left behind, because they'll be very old or very young the next time we see them.
I got him in my sights and my finger on the trigger.
You have a gun?
Yeah, it's Freddy's.
Take the shot.
Ooh.
We can't pass up this opportunity.
And if you kill him right now, you will save thousands of lives.
Deke can't kill somebody, especially since they built that little bond. Anyway, this is
Time to debate this.
this is a director level decision.
Take the shot.
Mac, Daisy would like to speak to you. She'd like to run a decision by you. Deke's not going to do it. Anyway, for all we know, Deke doing this is what makes him evil in the future.
I have orders to kill him. Whose orders? I'm the one who gives the orders.
Yeah, exactly.
Put the gun down now! That's an order.
She told me what he
Mac's in charge.
all the blood that he's gonna spill.
I never hurt anyone.
He can't pull that trigger. Deke was never going to kill somebody. He might kill the Chronicons, but that's different.
What are those things?
It's our future if we don't get you out of here alive.
How are we supposed to do that? We don't have any weapons.
Speak for yourself.
What do you got, Mac? Mac is the weapon. What you doing, Freddy? Good shot, Deke. All that practice in VR has paid off. Hey, that was my favorite crate.
Where's Freddy?
He's
Koenig,
meeting some friends.
Split up and find him.
Do it, son.
I can see if Freddy survives, we'll see him older in the future when they leap forward.
Kid. Don't make the same choices your dad made. What, are you gonna shoot me? You're a lot of things, but you're not a...
You don't know me.
Deke couldn't pull the trigger, but Freddy can.
The window's closing. We need to go. Coulson, get down.
Let's get back. Let's get back on the Zephyr.
Let's go.
Enoch can just wait around for them
Not even a
to
good
reappear.
shot. Nothing, damn it.
You need to get back to the ship now.
Get out of here, you old metalhead. I'll be fine.
Okay, I thought he might stick around, just wait it out.
We need to close the door now or the ship could be torn apart.
He's waited thousands of years before. He's fine. That's what he's built for. Aww. He waited with Fitz. Now he's going to wait for them. He can go hang out with Koenig for a while. learn how to mix some drinks. Be a bartender.
My specialty.
He's such a good addition to the show. I'm glad they kept him around for season 7.
I want to know all there is to know about robots.
Chronocoms.
The Koenigs will not be robots.
Enoch, this looks like the start of
A
a
beautiful
marvelous friendship.
The marvelous word again. Contractually obliged. Oh. That was episode 2 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This time they didn't have to set up the time period or the stakes or the reintroduce all the characters again. We could hit the ground running, and it felt very much like this was the first 2 episodes were one block, one time period, one story. They just decided a point to cut it in the middle last week, and they were like, there we go, that's half an episode, this is half an episode. It very much felt like it was a 2-parter just split in 2, or just one episode just split in 2, and not too much happened as a result of that, because we had built up all the stakes in the first episode. We were introduced to Freddy, we were introduced to his mission to deliver the super soldier serum, and we knew the Chronocoms were after him. We knew where he had to go, to meet the Hydra people. We knew all that stuff, and this was just kind of following him, protecting him, and then a little moral quandary at the end. Daisy's like, you know what? Let's just shoot him. Let's just take our chances, kill Hydra before it's properly formed, and take our chances on whatever the future turns out to be. But a decision that large is definitely a director level decision. It's definitely Mac's decision. And Daisy, she knew that Mac was also around. She shouldn't be making those calls. And I'm not sure, that Deke is in, where he would be in that chain of command if she is his direct superior to be giving that order. Anyway, Deke was never going to pull the trigger. He's too good-hearted. He would do it in self-defense, but not just, because of something somebody will maybe do in the future. He was wrestling with the idea. He did take out the gun, he did point it, but no. I would have been very surprised if he took the shot. I think it would have been out of character. Even though Daisy, who he in previous seasons fancied, had the hots for, gave the order. I'm glad that Max stepped in as well once he found out who he was. He was like, stand down, put the gun down. This is the decision. This is my decision. I also found it funny that I forgot that Coulson was an LMD halfway through the episode, because he was just falling into that, making decisions, coming up with plans, that sort of role. And you just kind of buy completely into the Coulson effect, and you forget that he's just, of all of them, he's probably the lowest on the list, even below Deke. And they're just using him as an asset to help them in this situation. But it was funny, because I was like, if I was in that show, if I was in that world, I'd be like, what next, Coulson? What next? I'd be completely on board. Something's going on with Yo-Yo. She says that she froze. Did she freeze, or does she not have her power anymore? Or has her power changed? She definitely saw it, and they zoomed in. They made sure that we knew that she saw it, the bottle falling, but whatever impulse she might have had to go get it didn't kick in. So she might be losing her powers, or it could be temporary, or they could be have changed somehow. Might be different. Or maybe she just froze. Maybe she just needs to. Maybe she's in her own head. Or maybe it's some sort of side effect from the Shrike thing that will go away. We'll find out more. Maybe it's her new arms. Maybe her new arms are slowing her down. The time leaps are interesting. And unfortunately, I believe, I don't know anything, but I believe they're going to progressively go into the future. So they're going to intersect the Agent Carter timeline, a show which I think I may have only seen one episode of back when it first aired, but I haven't seen the whole thing. And now I'm thinking, should I saw Blind Wave were watching it, and I was like, why are Blind Waves suddenly jumping on, suddenly watching Agent Carter? And it's probably because they got like some sort of heads up that you should probably know all this stuff before this season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I won't have time to watch that show and react to it before we intersect that. If we are going to intersect that time period, I won't have time to do that. I could watch it in my spare time, but that feels weird. I feel weird watching anything this year without filming as well. I don't know. Maybe they won't really intersect it. Maybe they'll only have like drop hints. So I'll miss a lot of that stuff, but it'll still be okay, I think. Overall, a fun episode. Didn't feel like a full episode. And we have the Agent May stuff as well. She's just not herself. She's there. Her body's fine. Her memory is fine. But it's like her personality is just gonna completely wiped. Nothing is phasing her. Although she did want to help them on the planet. There was an impulse to go on the mission. But apart from that, Coulson reappearing did not phase her at all. She was like, "You're not Sarge." Nope. "You're not Coulson either." Nope. Nothing. No. We thought Agent May was emotionless before. This is what real emotion is. I'll be very interested to see what they do with her character, how she becomes more herself, what exactly is wrong, what's going on in there. We might find that out next episode, or it might take a while. No mention of Fitz at all, and one more mention of. So how long were Simmons? How long was she waiting? How long did she have to come up with all this stuff? Enoch's like, significant amount of time. That's gotta be much longer than it looks from how she looks. She looks anything from 0 to 3 or 4 years. She could theoretically look, unless she has the Agent May gene, then it could be 50 years and she could still look the same, because Agent May does not age. But yeah, I feel that's a long time. And we're going to get some backstory on that. We're going to get a flashback. We're going to get Fitz. We're going to get all that good stuff. But we're going to have to wait at least a week. And we're going to find out where they're going to leap to. We're going to see if Freddy's around. They kept him alive. They planted some seeds. Enoch is waiting as well. So they'll catch up. It might be 10 years. It might be just after World War II. It might be just before. It could be in the middle. We'll find out. Will we see any of that? Will we see Red Skull? Will we see Captain America? Will we see anybody? Will I recognize people who aren't those aforementioned people? So until next week, thank you for dropping by. I hope you'll drop again next week. Hope you'll drop by. And yeah, until then, I'll see you.